welcome to the 2024 Sports and Active Lifestyle Internship. It is officially week 1 of the 4-week series, and we are so excited to check in with some of the interns today and give you an update on where they've been, who they've met, and most importantly, what they've learned so far. Marissa, it's been a very busy week for the 16 interns.
It has. Over the last 7 days, the interns have covered Northern California. They even made their way into Nevada and have met with some incredible companies and organizations that have supported this year's Sports and Active Lifestyle Internship so far in week 1. Before we hear from the interns, we want to thank those that took the time to meet with the team and give such valuable insights on the industry and what they do and their company. A huge thank you to Mark Rivers and the team at Canyon Ranch, Robbie Brussel and Nate Taylor at KKR, Sylvan Brians at The Sanctuary, and Allison Weed, Scott Gill, and the team at Carmel Valley Ranch.
Yes, and we would also like to thank Aaron Flint, Caroline McDonald, and Lauren Biscotti, and really the entire team at Pebble Beach. We'd also like to thank Frank Ashmore and the entire team at 1440 Multiversity, and a big thank you to Mike DeGroff at the Palisades Tahoe and the Hyatt and Incline Village. It was an amazing first week for the interns, and we are so excited to bring them in.
Let's hear from them. Can you tell me your favorite place you toured and why?
I think my favorite place that I toured this week was probably 1440 because I had never been to a wellness retreat before, and it was so beautiful, and the man who toured us around, Frank, was so knowledgeable. I feel like I learned a lot, and he allowed us to do some of the exercises that you do when you're a guest there, which I thought was a really cool experience and really immersive.
Yeah, I also loved 1440. They definitely did a great job in cultivating an environment where it was easy to stay present, and yeah, it was just a really great time overall.
My favorite spot had to be Boulder Ridge. As a golfer, it was amazing to see a Bay Club property and a golf course together. Not only did we get to get immersed in their technology they have on the driving range, but they had some amazing food, and overall it was just a great experience.
My favorite place to tour was KKR because we got the opportunity to learn from Nate Taylor and Robbie Brussel, and learned all about private equity and their relationship with the Bay Club.
My favorite place was Canyon Ranch. The conversation with Mark Rivers was unbelievable. He's extremely knowledgeable, very passionate about the health and wellness space, and getting to see his sort of deep dive into holistic health and wellness was really cool, and seeing just how much they have a purpose and sort of the science behind everything they do was amazing.
Along with 1440 and Canyon Ranch, I really enjoyed going to Pebble Beach because I think that the way that they handle guest feedback makes such an impactful, positive experience for the guest and makes it continuously improving.
So tell me the most impactful thing you learned this week.
The most impactful thing I learned was how big the sports and active lifestyle industry really is, because me personally, I had never been to a place like a wellness resort, and going to experience the whole campus and resorts was truly an incredible experience, and I learned just so much about deep hospitality and how the different parts of the industry kind of work.
For me at Pebble Beach, they discussed how amenities make you comfortable, but people make it home. It makes it more personable and a personal experience, and helps people to feel like they belong to a greater community, which I thought was cool.
Something that I learned was that companies can exist in the same space and be catered towards the same people, but also be very unique and different. For example, Canyon Ranch and 1440 are both wellness retreats, but they also offered such different techniques and ways to achieve wellness and health, which I thought was really interesting.
I think one of the most impactful things I learned, especially from Pebble Beach and 1440, was how important it is to put that investment into your employees and your workforce culture first, and then seeing how that will impact the guest experience and make it that much better for everybody.
For me, I think the most impactful takeaway I have goes along with the favorite place that I visited, and that was 1440 Multiversity. And I think the message he gave to us was that if you want to be in this industry, you have to deeply care about people, and if you can do that, then you're going to be just fine. And I think that really stood out to me.
The most impactful thing for me this week was probably when we went to KKR, just because I've learned so much about private equity, but I don't think I really had a full grasp on it until we heard Robbie speak to us about it. And I also thought that the relationship between Bay Club and KKR is so unique. And you can tell how big of an impact that's made positively for both companies.
Yeah, when we were at KKR, Mr. Brussel was talking about CHI overhead doors and how they implemented the idea of shared ownership on that investment, basically giving everyone in the company a stake. So when they develop and sell, everyone involved gets a reward, and it really pushes the company to the next level, I felt like.
I really found it interesting to learn about how the Bay Club focuses so much on constant evolution and improving their spaces, and it was very evident through being able to see each campus in San Francisco, also in the South Bay, and then in the East Bay, how each place definitely has its own demographic that they want to cater to. So it's really cool to see.
So my favorite experience was probably every time we went to a new Bay Club location, just to get to see and get to experience a hands-on time with these people in managerial positions. They had such knowledge and such passion about their jobs that, you know, the customers at Bay Club aren't just getting a sports and active lifestyle experience. They're getting a wealth of knowledge from all the staff and everything. But just from each location, it was such a great experience to see how much they really care about everyone.
It sounds like you learned a lot, and we only just finished week 1, so it's going to be a great summer.